Hi guys, welcome to the week 8 video lesson for group piano 4. You can tell by the fact that my outfit is the same how many of these videos I've recorded in one day. And I don't actually know if me recording this one right now is a wise idea because I feel like everything that's coming out of my mouth doesn't make any sense and time is passing in a weird fashion. I'm going to keep going though, and we're just going to do this last one because this is a short unit and I think I can do it. So the technique activities for this week are on a separate YouTube video, and that's your full technique routine in the key of B. So you'll access that and play along with everything that I do. And then the unit for this week's assignments is Unit 20. So in the beginning here, we have our chord progressions that modulate from major to minor or from minor to major, but they play them in a very nice musical way where the right-hand chords are arpeggiated. So for the first one here, going from major to minor, we start with a 1, 5, 1, then we pivot on the 6, and this becomes the new 1, 4, 5, 1. Then we have one that goes from major to minor. So we have 1, 5, 7. We pivot here from 1, 6 to 6, 6, 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. And as always, I would definitely encourage you to go through and play these chord progressions in the keys that they list. It will really, really, really help you to build your understanding of the chords in each key and these really traditional kind of modulation patterns. And it's going to help you when those come in our pieces and readings and harmonizations, etc. So for technique, they give us another Hanon exercise, which they've put a few in this book. These are, again, really great for building velocity at the keyboard. That's what it's actually called, is Hanon is the school of velocity. And so, no, that's something else. I told you, my brain doesn't work. There's something else called Short School of Velocity. Is that Clementi? I'm gonna have to look that up later. Anyways, Hanon is called the virtuoso pianist. There's another thing called Short School. It's Köhler is a Short School of Velocity. Do you care? No, of course not. This is exercise number 5 from Hanon the Virtuoso Pianist. It helps to build velocity at the piano, which is your ability to play quickly and strongly. So my tips for playing this one, first of all, you're going to keep nice curved fingers. If you try to play this with flat fingers, I can do it because I'm the goat, but it is much harder to do it that way. It's much, much, much easier to play precisely with nice curved fingers. And you don't want to play this, you don't want to be too precious about it. You really want to put a little bit of weight behind these notes. And the idea with the Hanon is that you take it and then you would play it in every single other key. Are you going to do that? No, you're not. But it is definitely something to perhaps, maybe you could try it in one other key, you know, G. That one works. That one's pretty easy. You don't have to change too much with that. And again, definitely practice these much slower. These are really good for practicing, again, moving your fingers quickly and also keeping your hands in true unison. It's very easy to get some hiccups, you know, where you're not quite playing together. And so this is a really great way to practice. Hanon is a great time to just not think about what it sounds like and just think about your body and think about your hands and think about what feels right. If I change this about the way that I'm playing, what happens to the sound? What happens to how it feels? And that's a really, really valuable time to, again, just really assess your technique notice, are all of my fingers curved? What's happening with my wrist? What's happening with my shoulder? It's really good. And it's also a great exercise to practice with the metronome. It's one of the easiest to practice with the metronome because it's all just these even sixteenths. But if you struggle with practicing with the metronome, this is an excellent option for you. So moving right along, we have our solo repertoire, Seascape, which is beautiful. This one is all about keyboard exploration. We have very, very low lows, very high highs. This is also a good one to practice pedaling, to make sure that you are playing, releasing the pedal to make these chord transitions clean. I might label in some of these really low ledger line notes because they do get awfully low and it's like, what the heck even is that? So you might pencil those in. That would be a perfectly acceptable place to pencil in a couple of note names. And also with this one is to make sure that you emphasize those dynamics. So these big crescendos, So emphasizing those dynamics, those big swells, and then we get into that hand crossing section in the middle there. But, really we're emphasizing just a few chords. There's really not that many individual notes that are going on. It's a lot of the same chords repeated over and over again. So here we go from the very beginning.